done this with me before. Come on out here, and this is your chance. And even if you haven't, if you want to.
Do we have a wide enough angle?
Our source for this very any more? there's a reception after the concert today, and we'd like to invite all or any that you could welcome to come and to be with us. So be sure to stop by. The goodies are free, and you can't beat that. Alumni choir, supporters, spouses, friends, former choir members, current choir members. The words I have to say today, I will find totally inadequate to what I should or could be said about this wonderful choir. Seated, out on the choir loft. Last night they were seated in front of me, which was very difficult. But I should tell you up front that I would much rather stand here with my back to you than to go ahead and stand in front of you. This is for the obvious reasons. This is one of the hardest things that I ever have to do, which is to speak to this audience and to speak about this choir. When I retired from North, St. Paul High School, it's very easy. I was able to slip out of the scene and not address anyone. That was great. I tried to do that here, I have to tell you, but the board totally outvoted me on that one. Being unaccustomed to giving any kind of a speech, I want to tell you that I'm going to use my script tonight rather than speaking off the cuff, as I will most likely forget some things, as I will do anyway. But I most likely would not make through some of the things I have to say if I didn't use my script. I'm going to tell you a little short story about the members of this present North Alumni choir, as well as former members of this choir. I could write a chapter on each and every one of them. I won't do that, however. I'm sure they could write a chapter on me as well. The title of the short story is going to be The Life and Growth of the North High Alumni Choir. I feel like this is graduation day from high school. Now today we stand here with the final concert on this choir. And sitting on the side, alongside from me, you're seeing some 40 talented, committed, dedicated, and most caring people that I have ever known. This group is comprised of former students, spouses, friends, and I can tell you that some of these people have been with me since they were in 8th grade. Didn't take them that long to graduate, however. Some of them have been in choir in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Some of the people not only sang with me in high school, but also sang with me in church choirs as well. Some have been on some trips with me, and we have traveled on many trips. Some of them even have traveled as far as Duluth and Two Harbors. Some of them throughout Minnesota, neighboring states. Some have been on trips throughout the United States. We've toured the national capital, Washington, D.C. We sang for our congressmen and congresswomen over there. We've been to Kansas City, contests, and some of you have even gone on concert tours to Europe. The first being in 1972 for 21 days. And then in 1974 for 19 days. Both times the wall was up and still up between East and West Germany. Quite scary times, and history was being made in Europe at that time. Finally, in 1985, for 15 days, the wall was coming down. We have sung for the Minnesota State School Boards Association. We have sung for NMEA, Minnesota Music Educators. I should say here, these people even remember as fundraising ideas. We were making popcorn balls till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to raise money for our trips. Remember all this fundraising? World's finest chocolates, selling fruit, Christmas concerts at the mall. Some of you as a choir, sang at Jean's and my wedding. Some of you had showers for Jean when we had our 2 children. Some of you will remember when I carried Carl Jr. across the stage, balancing in one hand high above my head here, and everybody gasping. The list goes on and on. We've done a lot together. We've shared a lot. We have all have stories and memories that will remain in our hearts. As you might guess, this is a very emotional time for all of us. It is for anyone who is doing something for the last time. Tonight, as they stand here, this marks 20 years of existence, formed by Linda Bauer-Smith and Vicki Peters, who formed this group to sing at an early retirement of mine, 39 years of teaching in North St. Paul, thus making it 40 years of teaching after having taught 1 year in Cleveland, Minnesota. The choir had such a good time at that time, they wanted to continue singing. And so I was asked to direct them, which I've done for the past 20 years. Now, due to extreme financial obligations, with all of us getting older, with some of the bodies deteriorating, it's been decided that we need to submit to the obvious. Dr. Renee Clausen, director of the Concordia College Choir Moorhead, said, and I quote, "A guiding principle in the pursuit of excellence over the past 27 years of my work with the Concordia College Choir has been 50% head, 50% heart. In other words, you may sing with the most sincere emotion and heart and sing badly. On the other hand, you may sing with complete intellectual clarity, vocal precision, and stylistic accuracy, and move not one. It is no mistake, I think, that the Creator placed your voice exactly halfway between your head and your heart, both forming each other in the act of beautiful singing." End of quote. There may have been times tonight where you may have seen me to go this here, okay? Mine, my heart, and my voice. I did that to them tonight. As they performed to you today, you might have noticed that they totally put that all together. They sang with their minds, their hearts, and with their beautiful voices. Great job, choir. Good job. There are many thank yous that need to be acknowledged here today. Some of these are, and should I miss someone, please excuse me, because I know I will, but it's not intentional. First, members of the board that have guided and helped me in so many ways. Mark Garrett, board advisor, section leader, keeping the bases on track. He was a soloist. Lara Hawkins, financial advisor, keeping us financially sound. Program printing arrangements, making sure that we comply as a nonprofit organization. Lauren Nielsen, librarian, taking care of all the music and making sure that everyone always has some music, copy music. The filing of the music and making sure it got put back in the library. Gary Olson, vice president, helped to make sure that we all are on track in the tenor section. Also a solo, you heard him tonight, this afternoon. Louise Smalledge, president, assistant director, arranged for the fall corn feed every year. I can also assure you that she is also very able and capable of writing words and arranging these lyrics while setting them to music. She always had surprises, especially when it came to my birthdays and special events. We'd like to thank First Lutheran Church for allowing us to rehearse and perform in this beautiful sanctuary. Ellen Paul accompanied my choirs in high school for many years. Went on many choir trips with my choirs as an accompanist and chaperone. She accompanied the alumni choir until she had surgery and found it was difficult to play, and chose to still sing with us, making arrangements to rehearse and perform here at the First Lutheran Church, totally supporting our music programs. It was easy to sing here because her son-in-law's pastor here. I don't know who's involved, but anyway, she on so many occasions been so helpful to me and has been an advisor to me. I consider her a very dear friend, both to Jean and myself. She's a stickler for details, which I appreciated so much, and the list goes on. And Gleason, former singer and soloist, former board member, always making sure we had enough printed music, making posters, printing tickets, flyers for advertising. She all has contributed so much. Our wonderful accompanist, Sandy Junker, our accompanist. She's a very talented person, has been a delight to work with. We all appreciate her for her talents and her smiles, and for all the help that she has given us. She has been such a gift to and for us. Pat Fossum, always making sure that the choir concerts were advertised in the 622 review program, letting them know what our concerts were and encouraging them to come to our concerts. Christian Rezzo, responsible for printing it and putting our programs together for the past 10 years. Robert and Stephanie Kelsey for videotaping our concerts. There are some people that have made special drives so they could come and sing with us. Claire McReynolds been driving down from Park Rapids, Minnesota. And the irony to that is he developed laryngitis and couldn't sing last night or tonight. Aww. Mary Paladin Reynolds, you heard her driving down from Virginia, Minnesota. Barb Tully Gerton, driving from Stevens Point, Wisconsin to be here. All these people have given so much extra. And of course, Mr. and Mrs. Claus and Terry Bang, all the way from the state of Oregon, to stop by and honor us with their special music. We thank them. But they came here because they wanted to sing the Beautiful Savior one more time. As I mentioned earlier, the singing of the Beautiful Savior has been sung at every one of our concerts since 1966. I was always reminded of that we sang it before that. When I didn't do it, they reminded me. I wish to thank all of you who have either sung with us previously, or for those of you who have been in the audience for all of these years and supported us. I especially wish to thank you spouses or friends for allowing your spouse or friend to come and share their time and talents with us. Without the total support from all of you, this could not have happened. Choir, thank you so much for your time, your talent, and your support that you have given to all of us. You're a wonderful group to work with and to be with. I personally will miss seeing you and work with you on Monday evenings. You know, we started out, we were only going to rehearse once a month. Then it went to twice a month. And then it went every week. And then it went every week plus special rehearsals and sectional rehearsals. This all happened because they wanted to be better. You have come a long way, and I salute you. And I say, may you always strive for perfection. Remember, don't be satisfied with mediocrity or with anything but giving and doing your best. Finally, tonight, but not least, my family for their support. Son Carl, who lives in Canada now, and obviously couldn't be here. I don't know why. Daughter Jennifer, who's been here for many, many of my concerts. I was at North St. Paul, and she's been there for every one of my concerts with the Alumni choir. She has heard so many of these songs performed in so many different ways. Her total support is so appreciated. I have to tell you, I still can't get her to come and sing with me, though. My wife, Jean, what can I say? Next August, we will celebrate our 50th anniversary. I met her in 1960, and some of you will say that you had a hand in getting those two of us together. I know Stan Carlson said that. She's been here for all the concerts at North St. Paul since 1960. She has gone to all the choir trips since we've been married, and she has been my major chaperone on our choir trips. And I look out there in the audience, I see some of those people who were on the trips where I know she chaperoned you. I can always count on her as a chaperone to make room check to make sure the students were in their proper rooms at the proper time while on these trips. The she was bribed enough, maybe she could get away with it. She has been my pillar of support throughout all these years, and she's been my confidant and my biggest cheerleader. Trust me, she has. I appreciate her, and I do love her so very much. This afternoon, after the concert, take time to congratulate them and say a big thank you for 20 years of coming and performing and singing for you. Now is the time to free up their Monday rehearsal times and all the extra rehearsal times that they've so freely given of themselves. Now some of them will be free to spend more time in their Florida and Arizona without feeling guilty. I would like to encourage and be hopeful that these wonderful people will continue to sing in some other choirs, whether it be in church choir, community choir, professional, or wherever. But don't lose what you've gained here. I feel like I've given you wings, and now it's time for them to fly. It has truly been my honor and privilege for me to have worked with all of you over these past 20 years and develop musical skills and share everything with this group. We have truly become a very close-knit family, and it will be very difficult to see you leave. We have laughed a lot. We have partied a lot. We have cried on occasion, especially when we lost a member when they passed away. And we have been there for and caring for everyone when they were hurting, injured, surgery, or whatever. I want you to know that you will remain in the hearts of Gina and myself forever. Well done, choir. Well, now, it's time to close on this final chapter of this short story of the North High Alumni Choir. It's time for you to take up your new challenges and to say, as they sing in the sound of music when the von Trapp family left Austria to flee from the Nazis, it's time to say adieu, adieu. And for me to say, thanks for the memories. Merry Christmas to everyone, and always remember the true meaning of Christmas. Take care, stay in touch, remember, friends forever, and God bless. We will sing the first two verses of the Peace Carol. On the third time around, it's your turn. Your turn to sing Silent Night with us. The front row of people will guide you singing the Silent Night. So thank you so much for being here, and we hope to see you at the reception after.
Peace